Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing September favorites. I feel like I just did my August favorites. I cannot believe it's October already, but I love October because it is my son's birthday at the end of the month on the 31st. Yes, he is a Halloween baby. So I am super excited to celebrate his birthday and Halloween and get into fall, and then we go into Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that good stuff. So I have quite a bit of favorites this month, I gotta tell you, and some of it is skincare, makeup, and then some other things for your house. So yeah, let's just get right into it because I don't want this video to be crazy long. So I think I'm gonna start out with the skincare first and then go into everything else. So first up is this Clinique Pep Start. I always say Prep Start, I don't know, but it's called Pep Start, and I have to tell you guys, like, I have a lot of trouble with my under eye area with like puffiness, sometimes the discoloration, the dark circles, and I have really fine lines underneath my eyes, especially when they are a little more dehydrated and puffy. They are a little more pronounced, so I'm always looking for things to battle my under eye area, and I have to tell you, this Clinique Pep Start eye cream has really done great things for my under eye area. Like, I get up really early in the morning now because my children have to go to school, so I have to get up even earlier than what we were doing in the summertime. Of course, everybody's schedule changes, and because I get less sleep because of that, I get really puffy under eyes. Sometimes the little dark circles come into play because, hey, why wouldn't they, right? So I do use this on days that happens to me. I do use this in conjunction with the rest of my skincare, and I just find that it really works for like the puffiness, the dark circles, and I also find that it really hydrates my under eye. It just really brightens up my under eye area, and I really love how this works, how it works with my dark circles and my puffiness. So I only use it on days that I really need it, but when I do need it, it works wonders, and it's a really great item. So next up is this Azuvians Overnight Recovering Mask, and I have used this about 3 times since I've gotten it. I really do enjoy this. I have to tell you guys, I have a lot of overnight masks, and this is like one of my top 5 at the moment. I really do find that this works really nicely on my skin. I find when I put it on at night and the next day, my skin is like baby soft. It is so soft. I also use it on my neck area, and the same goes for my neck. It just looks really nice afterwards. I noticed that my skin looks a little more even, like an even skin tone, and my makeup goes on super easily the next day. I also notice my skincare working a lot better the next day after I use this. So I do really enjoy this. I just find that my skin really loves this stuff. It really drinks it up. So what I also love about this is when you're putting this on, it's like a gel form. So it's not creamy, it is a gel form. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it is okay, so this is a gel form. It's not a cream, so I feel like it penetrates my skin a lot easier. It's not heavy. Sometimes with overnight masks, they could be very heavy because you're supposed to use like a heavy moisturizer at night, and you're just supposed to use heavier products. Sometimes it's not in your benefit, just because if it's too heavy, it's not going to penetrate your skin. It's not going to seep into your skin. It's just going to stay on top of your skin, and it's not going to really do anything for your skin or at all. So you don't want something too heavy at night, and that goes for your masks as well. You don't want them too heavy, otherwise they're not going to penetrate your skin. They're just going to sit on top, and they're really not going to do anything for you. So you definitely want something a little lighter but potent enough to actually work. Also, I do find that this brings my skin back to life the next day. My skin looks really nice and vibrant, and it doesn't look as dull as it was the night before. So I love this stuff. I use it 2 times a week, and I've absolutely loved this. It's done wonders for my skin. Okay, so next up is more skincare, but this stuff is for your under eyes. It is eye pads. This is an 8-hour wear eye pad, so you would wear this overnight. So what I like to do is when I use this mask, I like to go in with these eye pads, and that is all over your face, and then I go in with this underneath, and I just leave it on for 8 hours. If you get 8 hours sleep, of course. If you get like 7, it's fine. I personally sometimes don't get a full 8 hours. Sometimes I get like 6 or 7 and I still use it like that and it works. I do like eye pads for my under eyes, but the ones that I usually get are the ones that you put on for like 5, 10, 30 minutes and then you like throw it away. But these are for 8 hours, so they were a little bit different, and this is what they look like. They are all individually packed, so you get 6 of them, and this one is an oxygen eye mask. Now this is supposed to be great for like dehydrated eyes, puffiness, fine lines, wrinkles, crow's feet, and all of that good stuff that we do not want. So I personally love to use this when I'm using that overnight mask like I told you before. So I go in with the mask and then I go in with this, and the next day I notice my skin underneath my eyes look really nice. I just look like I had a full 8 hours and then some of sleep. I look really awake, and I just love how my under eyes look with this. My eyes just look really nice underneath, and they are really hydrated. I know that this is also for crow's feet, which I don't really have crow's feet, but I do have like little squinty lines. I'm gonna call them squinty lines on the side of my eyes, and I do notice when I use these they are less pronounced, so I feel like this is filling them in and plumping those lines up for me. So I really do like it. It's been enjoyable and I'm going to continue to use this, and I just really like how these work together. So I've been enjoying my Ardell Studio Effects lashes, and I actually have them on my eyes right now, so they're not in here, but I've really been enjoying these. I find that they are so easy to work with and they look very natural on the eyes, so they aren't one of those like really long and really like fluttery lashes. They actually are shorter lashes, but they're long enough that you have like the little curl to them and you look like you have lashes on, but you can't tell that they are falsies. In my opinion, I feel like they look more natural looking. Sometimes with lashes they have like the little flutter at the end. These don't have that completely, so they actually look a little more natural, but they have a few layers to them. So they have like the top layer, the middle layer, and the bottom layer, and they're all at different heights, so they look like your lashes, but they give some definition to the lashes, and I find that they work really nicely because they have really thin bands, and they're really easy and they're really flexible to work with. So if you are a beginner, they're so much easier. And I forgot how Ardell lashes are because I haven't been using them for a little while now. I've been really enjoying these. I have to go back to them more often. I have to pick a couple of more up because they just are so easy to work with, and the bands are just like really easy, so they are a little more flexible. They're easy to work with. They're great for beginners. And you know, if you are like on a time crunch and maybe you're not good with lashes, or you're just on a time crunch in general, they're just so much easier because of the bands, because they are so thin and precise. Like you could get them right up against your eyelashes and you're out the door. I also love that these are my eye length almost. I don't have to really cut too much off at the end, and the best part is they are affordable. I've been really enjoying this Elizabeth and James Nevada bourbon. I got this little set, and one is bourbon and one is rose. I think the rose is on the bottom. I don't really care for the rose one on me. It doesn't smell right. I don't know. I think it's reacting to my body chemistry a little too wrong, so I don't really like the rose. This one, I'm almost out of it. I will have to repurchase this, especially when they have the VIB Rouge sale at Sephora. Hopefully it's coming up in, I think, October, the end of October, November. I don't know. I think it's in November. Hopefully soon, because I can't live without this. It's just the perfect fall scent for me. Fall and winter scent. It's a little heavier than their other perfumes, and it smells really nice. I love to layer this with like the other perfumes from the line or by itself, and you don't have to reapply this either. Like the scent stays around all day long, and I even smell it on myself, and usually I don't smell it like after a while. This one in particular definitely sticks around all day. I definitely smell it from morning to night, and I just love it. It just smells so good. And it has like a little like spicy burnt bourbon kind of nightclub smell. I don't know, it smells really good. I love this stuff. I've been using it, and I gotta say, it is probably even trumping like the white from them. I love their Nirvana white, but this I think is like my favorite. So it's great if you love their scents, and if you are looking for like a new go-to scent for like fall or winter, try this out. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Okay, so next up in makeup is this Hourglass foundation. Now I just did a review first impression of it. I'll link it down below for you guys if you want to check that out, or if you missed it or whatever. So this stuff is amazing. I gotta tell you, when I first tried it in the first impression, I wasn't really sure about it. I really wasn't sure about it. I was like, okay, this is nice, but I don't think it's gonna trump my Marc Jacobs Remarkable. And trust me, my Marc Jacobs Remarkable I have been using almost every single day for over a year now, and it is like my love, my go-to. But this I think almost trumps it. If not, it trumps it. Like, this is just so rich, so creamy. It's so blendable. It's hydrating on the skin, so it is more of like a medium to full coverage, just depending on like how much you put on. It looks like your skin but better. I have worn this to work so many times, from the morning to like 7 o'clock at night, and honestly I have to tell you guys, it lasts throughout the day. I don't, trust me, I'm sweating at work, I'm running around, I'm doing things, I'm moving around, and my skin just looks so nice. It looks like I just applied my makeup even at 7 o'clock at night from the early morning. So I mean, it really does wonders for your skin. It's a great foundation. It's really nice. It really looks natural on the skin, and every time I wear it I just fall more and more in love with it. Also, I know they said this is like water resistant or waterproof or whatever, and I have to kind of agree with it because it is sweat proof, and I don't notice it like blotchy in any way. But when it was raining a couple of days in a row near me and I had to go outside and didn't have an umbrella, and trust me, my face did get wet, my skin still looked just as good as it did when I first applied it. So I would have to say, yeah, it kind of is waterproof and sweat proof, and it's really great. Next up, I've really been enjoying this Giorgio Armani eye tint, and this stuff is so great, guys. I gotta say that I love using this for like my eyelid, just to make my eyelid pop a little bit. I do use this sometimes by itself, or I use it over eyeshadow, just depending. And this one is in number 12. I can't actually read the name of it, it's so teeny, but it is in number 12, and it just gives a really nice, beautiful, like subtle, unless you layer it a lot, sheen to your eyelids. Like, I'm wearing it right now, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's on my eyelids, and it's just making them pop a little bit more. It's just a really beautiful shade. This one I think is like gold something or silver something, because it looks a little more silverish. I like to use this on my eyelids and then put like a transition shade in my crease, and then it just like blends together really nicely. Or I use this by itself just on my lid on days that I want to be like really simple. I find the color payoff is really nice, especially when you layer it on your lids. I did try to apply this on my lids with the wand, because the wand is really small. So I don't know if you guys can see the wand, but it's supposed to be small and precise, and it's actually not that precise. I find it very difficult to use the wand to get the product out and put on your eyelids. It doesn't work that well for me. The wand is really small, but it's not precise, like I was saying, and it is really hard to get the product out with this wand. And when I place it on my lids, I just find it's not sticking to my lids at all. It just kind of like washes away. It doesn't look like there's anything on my eyes. So what I like to do is put it on the back of my hand. So I just like take a little bit, put it on the back of my hand, and you get a little color payoff. And then I just like to sweep it and put it on with my finger. I just find that it works really well that way, and it's actually easier to get color payoff that way, and it's also easier to build it up. So I like to do it with that. But once you get the color payoff and you build it up, it looks really beautiful on the lids. It doesn't look like you have too much on your lids. It's very light, and honestly I don't even feel like it's there at all. I don't find throughout the day that it's actually fading in any way, and usually on my lids, like products like this fade throughout the day. That's why I don't really like to use them or purchase them, but this one stays all day and I really do love this color. So next up is this Pure Cameo Contour Stick. I also did a contouring video with this stick. I will link it down below for you guys if you want to check it out, but I've really been enjoying this thing. I gotta say, it is a dream to work with, especially this contouring shade, because it's not too light, but you could still build it up so you could get a little more intensity going on, and it is the perfect shade for my skin tone. This one is in light, and I think they have about like 3 or 4 different ones, so it's just a really pretty color. You could use this as bronzer or you could use it as a contouring stick. I kind of use it for both. On days where I don't want to bronze, I kind of use it as a bronzer, so I kind of use it like a 2-in-1, but it doesn't have an orange undertone, which is one thing I love about this stick. So it's a perfect contouring stick for me, especially for my nose. The sides are so easy to use. The stick isn't like overly thick, so it's really easy to get in there and just get like really easy, really precise lines. And yeah, it's really creamy. I love this. And they do have a highlighting side. I'm just gonna show you real quick, and I do like this highlighting side for like my cheekbones. I've been using it for, just because I find it is a little lighter for my skin tone, but it's just like really pretty. So I do put it underneath my eyes, but mostly I put it on like where I would put highlighter, and then I kind of blend it out, and then sometimes I will put another highlighter on top of it, like something like more sheer, and I just find it really makes everything pop a little bit more. So that's what I've been loving that side for, but this contouring side is amazing. Next up is this primer. It's supposed to smooth and cover your pores up, and this is by TouchinSol. They do have a couple of products at Sephora as of right now. I have to say, I've really been enjoying this on days where I want to cover something up like my pores and I don't want to use like any other kind of pore filler. I use this instead because this is a primer. You could put it all over your face compared to a pore filler where you're only going to put it on your pores, but you still need something for the rest of your face. This is a 2-in-1 for me. I personally love using this. I do notice that my makeup lasts a lot longer with this. It lasts throughout the day. It doesn't have any smell to it, which is what I like about it, and honestly it's a really great primer in my opinion. It does have a pump, so you don't have to dig your finger into it, which I personally love. It is glass. It's really heavy glass, so I haven't traveled with it yet. I can't tell you if it's like shatterproof, break proof, but it is really thick. So I do really like this. I find that it does work great for pores and imperfections, like my lines I have on my face. I find it plumps them a little bit more and smooths them out when I use this. So I find my foundation just glides on really smoothly with it. It prolongs the wear of my foundation, and sometimes when I use this I don't even use a setting spray, and I find that my makeup lasts throughout the day. So I've really been enjoying this primer. Okay, so next up is this Makeupforever Palette 5 Camouflage. I don't know, it's a palette. I don't know what it's called, but personally I guess you would use this for concealer and then correctors, because this is a neutralizer over here. Personally for me, I don't use it as a concealer palette. I use it for like a brow sculpting palette. So I use it once I do my eyebrows. I actually sculpt out my eyebrows with this palette. I find cleaning up anything that goes on with my eyebrows, like anything wrong, I use this to sculpt everything out. It works really well. It's really heavy duty and you only need a little bit. It's very smooth. It really goes far. Like, I have to say, I always go overboard because it is so thick, it is so creamy, and it is like really like heavy pigmented like product over here, but it really makes everything look really nice. I actually find when I have to get my eyebrows done and I have to cover a little something up over there, I use these, and it actually works really well to cover up your brows that need to be plucked. I absolutely love this palette. The next thing I've really been enjoying is this White with Style, and this stuff is the teeth whitening pens. Now, if you guys know, I love White with Style and I love the teeth whitening kits, but sometimes I don't have time to completely do the teeth whitening kits because you have to do it about 30 minutes, and even though 30 minutes sometimes isn't a lot, sometimes I just don't have time to do it. I want something like on the go, quick, you know, quick and fast. So they came out with these 3 pens, and I think this is really, really cool because you get all 3 of them in this kit. 3 of them are $26.99. I think that's a really great price, especially like I've tried so many different whitening kits under the sun, especially the pens, and they go for so much more. They go for like $50 and up, and honestly half of them never even worked. I went through like all the pens and I was like, oh, my teeth still look stained from my coffee. So when I find a product from a brand that works, I stand behind them 100%. And I absolutely love these pens. I've only tried the cotton candy one. So this one is the cotton candy, bubble mint, and mint. And I haven't tried the bubble mint or mint one yet just because I've been loving the cotton candy one. Like, first of all, you don't really know that you have it on your mouth. It's really easy and simple to use because it is a pen. You just click it up a couple of times. I love that these pens are more on the clear side, so you know how much product that you have left. So when you have to up from the website, or if you have to throw it away, you know how much product is still in here. So these are great like before work, before school. I love to throw it in my bag and go. So if I have to touch up, I have it with me. Now you can touch it up. You could just like brush it on and leave it there, or you could brush it on, keep it on for 15 minutes and then take it off. Either way works great. So I find that these are great for times like that. Usually I try to whiten my teeth with the whole kit like once a week. You could do it a little bit more, you could do it a little less, but personally I try to keep up with the once a week kind of thing because I do have a lot of coffee. Sometimes I drink wine, sometimes I drink soda. So I've been really enjoying them, and one thing I love about this is it actually works. They also have a lot of fun new flavors, so they taste exactly like the flavors that you get. So say you have cherry, tastes like cherry, mint tastes like mint. They have like a happy birthday cake, they have like a lemon, they have the blue mint, cotton candy, pumpkin. They have like all bunch of stuff. So I'll link everything down below for you because I do have a coupon code for you guys. You don't have to use it. This is not sponsored. So if you do want to use it, it will save you money and, you know, time to go to the dentist. So for $28, I love to buy the kit. But for this price, it's really good as well. And I find that like with this, with the kit, just works really, really well. These are actually from Island Miracle, and this is an oil diffuser. And this is what I'm talking about, like the home decor, but it's kind of for your health as well, in my opinion, because when I use this, I just feel so amazing. Like I feel like my home is a spa. I love to use like the lavender in here because it makes it feel like I'm having a spa day at my home. So when I take like bubble baths, sometimes I like to use this. I have my bubble bath going, I have a glass of wine or whatever if you're underage. So this is really easy to use. It's a plug-in, so you could put it anywhere in your house. You put the oils in here. You could put one oil, you could mix them together just depending on what you want to do. And then when it's turned on, the mist comes out. This actually fills up my whole room, and I have a pretty decent sized bedroom and it fills up the whole room. So it's definitely something that works really, really well. I love that it has these beautiful cutouts over here, and it also lights up. I can't show you because I have no place to plug it in at this moment, but it's really, really pretty. It goes to all different colors. You could have blue, you could have green, you could have yellow. They have some other colors going on, just depending. It's really, really pretty. The button to turn it on and off is here. And I just love it. It's a really good size. It's not small in any way, but it's not like overbearing. Like if you put it somewhere, it's like huge and you have no room for it. I also love to turn off the lights while this is going, and it just calms me down so, so much. And I absolutely love this. If you can't go to a spa every single weekend or whatever, this is the next best thing. And then you just put their oils in, and this pack is also from Amazon. And I gotta tell you, this is such an amazing pack. This is 100% pure essential oils, and you get so many different kinds. Like you get so many different kinds. So they have lavender, pistachio, rosemary, eucalyptus, green tea, silver fire, peppermint, lemon, sweet orange, and I can't pronounce this, so I'm not even gonna try. But they have so many different things. You can mix them together. You could use them individually. I personally love using the lavender and the sweet orange. These are such a big size too. Like, if you guys know, these are expensive at like other places, but on Amazon they're really great price points and you get a lot. You only need a little bit for this diffuser. It lasts a while and it really like makes the whole room just smell so amazing. And personally for me, with the lights and the oils, it makes me calm down so much, especially if I'm having like a really stressful day and I really need something extra or something to boost my mood up or make me smile. I just love using this. I love essential oils and I love like natural remedies for anything. I absolutely love this brand and the price point is freaking phenomenal. Okay guys, so that's everything I've been loving for the month of September. I know it was a lot, but we did get through it. If you see the end of this video, then you got through it with me, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you guys been enjoying for the month of September. Maybe it's something I am missing. Maybe I need to pick it up because I'm always looking for new things to dabble in. So yeah, I hope you guys do like this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Please come join our little YouTube family here. We'd love to have you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.